Now joining us on the Deseret First Credit Union hotline is former running back, now linebacker, Francis Bernard. Francis, how's it going, brother?
It's going great. How y'all doing?
Great. How was day one as a linebacker?
It was a little nerve-wracking, but it was fun. I loved it.
So tell us the story. How is this something that the coaches came to you and approached you about, or did you say, hey, maybe I might be willing to do this? How did the whole situation come about?
It was a mutual decision. You know, they thought I could play, and I knew I could come in and do some work, and so I just made the transition and just committed myself since then.
When was that conversation?
Just a little after Kalani had just been hired. So,
did that change the way that you lifted in any way?
Yes, sir. I had to lift more in a sense and just be able to be more powerful in my legs. So.
It's funny. It's funny you mentioned that. I see your cousin, and I don't know his name, but I talk to him every day at the gym. He's always giving me updates on Francis Bernard. He's telling me that you are getting huge. What's that transition been like for you as you prepare for this new position?
The transition, it's like I said, it's been so nerve-wracking. Just kind of not knowing what to expect. But you know, I made that commitment to go into this whole deal with not knowing what the outcome was going to be, but you know, had a good day, and just hopefully we can keep having better days as we go on. Even
though it was something that you're willing to do and happy to do, how difficult was it to give up the offensive side?
It was difficult. You know, I went through my prep years in high school playing mostly running back, and so I came here to play running back. But you know, I'm happy I made the transition.
When you look at what you were kind of being set up to do, which I thought you were a really effective rusher as a freshman and powerful, there's a lot of talent in that room for the running backs, yet I thought you were going to get some run. Did you think maybe you could see the field more as a linebacker? Did that weigh into that decision at all?
A little bit, mostly just for, you know, going on to the next level. Being a Polynesian, you know, linebacker just sounds a whole lot better and looks a whole lot better for scouts.
How much did you talk to Harvey Longy about this? He obviously did the exact same thing. Did you discuss this at all with him before ultimately making the decision?
Oh, I mean, I talked to him, you know, right after the season ended, just, you know, asking players advice, seeing what I really have to expect to do and what are the things I need to work on. So he's helped out tremendously.
So you would rather give the hit than take the hit. Is that the bottom line here, Francis?
That's the bottom line, yes, sir.
And you gave the hit as a running back. I thought that was fun. What was it like with that new coaching staff out there at practice today?
Oh, it was live. I mean, you could feel the difference. You could feel just the energy they bring, and just, you know, they're putting us out there just to play. So it was awesome.
We know that the Taysom took part in drills today. First of all, did that surprise you? And then secondly, how did he look out there today?
Oh, he looked good. I mean, Taysom's always going to look good, but it didn't surprise us at all. It felt like it was, you know, last year's fall camp. All the boys got together, so it was cool. What
would be the punishment, do you think, if somebody hit Taysom right now? What would happen to somebody if they laid into Taysom?
I don't know what it'd be something bad, but you know, knowing Taysom probably wouldn't even be that mad. He'd be like, all right, come again.
Francis Bernard is joining us on the Deseret First Credit Union hotline. What position specifically are you going to play at linebacker? Which linebacker spot?
So I'll play the bow position, which is more the weak side linebacker.
Are you guys practicing any 4-3, or is it all 3-4?
It's all 4-3.
It's all 4-3.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how different? I know you weren't on defense last year, but how different is that to see the defense in a 4-3 versus a 3-4?
It's not too different. I mean, once you learn one defense and just like the position specifics, you know, the fundamentals, everything else is kind of pretty much the same. You just got to learn different terms and stuff. So,
not that one situation was good and the other is bad or vice versa, but every player that we've talked to in the offseason, there just is this air of like a fresh start. Everyone's just really excited and confident about the way that the program is moving right now. As a player, what's the mindset of this team heading into this year?
I think the mindset is just to come out and show what we got. You know, new coach, new start. People are doubting, and so we just got to come out swinging. So we're just out here to play our game, and we know what we can do. So.
What kind of identity are you trying to establish at the beginning of fall camp here as a defense?
Oh, we're just a kind of aggressive identity, being able to play people man to man, and most of the time doing the blitz, get to the quarterback. So just a really aggressive type of defense.
With Elisa Tuiaki, he's come on the show and mentioned that same thing. Kind of, we want to be aggressive. What are some of the words that he uses that you're kind of getting used to? Okay, this is who we are.
Words. I would probably just say, he tells us, we need to man up or play with the swagger in the sense, the swagger of being, just really tough, not backing down from nobody, So I'd say just playing with the swagger is what he keeps iterating to us.
You mentioned earlier about the Polynesian coaches. As a Polynesian yourself, I'm curious, what does that mean to you as a Polynesian athlete to be able to have so many Polynesian coaches on the staff?
I think one, it makes it a whole lot comfortable and just like fun, just being able to talk to them, joke around with them, the way I joke around with my boys, and then two, just it makes me proud, to see our Polynesian people up and coaching, being head coaches at programs, and even the offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators. Like, it's amazing, it's like a dream. So it's cool.
Francis, we appreciate the time. Best of luck in spring ball, and thanks a lot, man.